Grandmother? Are you here? I've managed to get you some food and some firewood.
On the way into town, there was an old man. Glasses, big beard, walking stick. He seemed a little odd.
Doesn't sound like anyone from Milton. Most of the elderly have gone. Or died. I'm the only one left. The only one from the old days.
That's strange. So he's an outlander like me. I guess he even... No, couldn't be.
The old man outside of town, Methuselah, he said he'd seen other people walking towards Milton.
Other outsiders? It's possible.
Where would they be? Maybe my friend was with them.
If they were outsiders, they might have stayed in the old schoolhouse. In the months after the quakes, people used to huddle there for the warmth of the school's old coal burner. Rare outsider coming through Milton might stay there the night. If your friend came through Milton, chances are she ended up there.
Okay. Well, I think we can check there.
Have you been able to remember anything else about that night? Anything that might help me find my friend?
I'm back in that night. Wind howling. Voices passing through town. I can hear them. Just outside the window. It's windy, but the voices carry. They are yelling. Her voice, it passes through town. She's running. She's alone, calling for help. But no one comes.
Why didn't anyone help her?
Yes. Why didn't they? They should have found her before it was too late.
Anything else you can remember might help.
They said men came from the tunnel.
What about the tunnel?
The only way out of Milton. The only way through the mountains. It's the only way she could have gone.
Well, I have a feeling I know where the tunnel is. It's gotta be off to the south, right? The church is up toward the north. The bridge, which definitely does not sound like a tunnel, is to the northeast. Yeah, it's down here. So I wonder what's over here. Alright, I very much want to get this cash. And at some point I want to get onto that bridge and do the highway robber thing as well, but this looks like our way out. So I guess we need to do those other things first. What's this? Note with details on the weather in the Milton area. Weather warning. Heavy snow and record low temperatures expected. How did she get this? She won't like it one bit, but we'll need to check on her. Someone has to. Add extra fuel to grandmother's woodpin. Can I? No. And extra food to her fridge. Okay. How much? It's the basics of survival. supply caches, highway robberies, safe deposit box keys. Extra supplies, okay. So we just barely went over on the food, but we're going to need so much more. We'll probably have to hunt. I don't see a way to do that without that. And then extra fuel to her wood bin. I think we can do that. We have a hatchet. Okay. Well, does this count as light for, reading? Let's have a little drink here. I think I actually want to drink the soda. It'll give us some calories. And I probably should make water. I'm not going to cook food. No, none of those. Let's make water. And I want to see if we can read. We've got books that we can read that we haven't been. Sewing primer. Copyright 1987 by Goose Books, L.L. Kingley. Alright. Can I actually just read that somehow, though? Like, I don't see it in our inventory. It's there in the book section over here, but it didn't let me choose to read it. How do I do research? How do I read these things and learn from them? Or did I learn immediately upon picking them up? I have all these wonderful things here. What I know. Well, even though I picked all that stuff up, I don't seem to have any sort of skills or anything. So I guess I don't have to worry about it. It sure seems like that was something I was supposed to read or do something with. Work through the survival school lessons. Need to make old man's beard wound dressing and rosehip tea. It shouldn't be hard. Yeah, there's nothing about actually reading any of that. Alright, let's look at our crafting here. We can make bandages. If we get our lichen back out, we can make that. And then rose hips we can make tea. That should be pretty easy to do. So give me the rose hips. Wait, those are the prepared rose hips. Must be crafting materials, no? Maybe we used it all. We need to gather more rose hips while we're out, but I thought we had gathered some more old man's beard than that. I guess not. Alright. Well, we're making water. It'll take a little while. We're not terribly tired yet, and it's early in the night. We might be able to go across the street to the credit union and see what's in box number 7. We do need to get rid of some of these things, though. We're carrying way too much. Yeah, let's eat this rabbit. Let's eat this granola bar. I'm a little concerned about it. It's very low, but if we're in trouble from eating it, then I guess we can... Alright, never mind. Let's eat these sardines. We do have antibiotics, why not? I think we're gonna save the dog food to give to Grey Mother. Sorry about that. I guess we'll actually just give her the not so great granola bar either. I feel a little bad for that, but it's food. It's something. Alright. I'll put up some of these books. Sticks, tinder plug. We're gonna put up some more of these matches. They don't weigh much, but they weigh something. I'm gonna put the antibiotics that are in bad condition over here. We'll come back for them later. We do want to keep the antiseptic, bandages, painkillers, just in case we need any of that. Shoes? No. I feel a little bad for putting our shirt away, but it's not necessary. We're carrying so much. Alright, you know, I have some food already. It's not a lot of food, but I do have some food. So you can have all the food I have left. But, yeah, I guess all of that. There. Pots can go away. Cans can go away. We'll keep the tools on us, I guess. It allows us to repair things, which we haven't really been repairing. We probably need to see to repairing our hatchet. But we're back down to 17 kilograms. I think that's alright. How are we for our water? 41 minutes, 41 minutes. Let's find out if we can leave. Check out what's happening across the street and come back. Don't know how long. Or if food even continues to cook. Or we're in different areas. Sounds like there's a wolf. And I think it just successfully hunted like a rabbit or something.
Could end up being useful.
2 flare shells. I think that was worth it. I'm gonna take these books, these papers, but mostly books. I think that's the important part. We really need to find a pry bar at some point. Okay. Well, that's not what I meant to do. So I think that icon indicates a grade where we're running a risk of hurting ourselves. You can have all my sticks. Papers don't really burn for long, but you can have them too. So it only took about 20 minutes to go over there, and things do continue to cook while we've left. That's good to know. Alright, I think we need to take some time to tend to fixing our items, breaking down other items. I'm gonna take this scrap metal because I suspect that's how we repair our tools. Okay, I think we're good. 17 minutes until boiled. So nothing that takes too long, I guess. Tinder plug, 10 minutes. So it doesn't look like it boils away dynamically. That's good to know. A little bit of water can just keep going for quite some time. Alright, we have a fair bit of water in reserve now. 16 liters of water. I think we can not worry about water for a while. Let's worry about taking apart clothing that we're not using then. Ooh, I can hear the wind out there really kicking up. I'm glad we came inside when we did. Alright, so while we're doing this, let's make a plan. We need to go and check out the old school. We'll do that when it's daytime. And we need to go to the church. I feel a lot better about our clothing now, so I feel good about going to the church. I think we'll make that our next goal, is to get to the church. It's not really as far away as I was afraid it would be. Now that I've seen how far the gas station is, it's really not much further than that. I think we've done a good job of taking the clothing apart. There are some extra shoes here, but I'm not worried about them unless we need leather to repair anything. So let's look at our clothing here. Our toque is fine. Kenzie's toque looks alright. Jacket's okay. The parka's okay. Our sweater is in pretty dire condition, so let's repair this. We can do one more repair. I think maybe this is a sentimental favorite sweater. We may not keep it forever. Survival is obviously more important. For now, I want to keep it in good condition. Let's repair our fleece mittens. It's no good if it's snowy and wet, but I mean, they're the best gloves we have right now. Okay, we need to repair our boots. It only requires one leather. That's not bad. Okay. We're getting a plus 15% warmth bonus. That's not bad. We're very pale, but it is the north, right? Your cheeks get red, your nose gets red. You go a little bit bloodless from the cold. I know, old mother. I know. I feel the same way. Let's go put a little food in your refrigerator. We got a benefit from well-fed. That's interesting. There's the stove. That means that's the fridge. Alright, you can have this dog food. I wonder if the coffee counts. Let's find out. The best way I know to find out is to come to side quests here. 8684. No, it didn't count at all. I bet it would if we made coffee. Can we take it back? I mean, I put it there for you. Alright, I'll try and make you some coffee here in a little bit. I'll need some water to do it. Let's take, I don't know, 2 liters. And we'll cook coffee. Because see, it adds calories. So we should be able to, I mean, that should add 200 calories. Interestingly enough, coffee has no calories unless you add cream, or sugar, or anything else. Okay, we'll need to go to sleep here pretty quickly. Ultimately, we're putting everything in the refrigerator, so we're going to take the coffee, but we're not going to worry too much about whether it's hot or cold. This is storage for later anyway. We need to take care of ourselves just a little bit. I have this one moldy granola bar. Let's eat it. It's not great, but it was something. Also gonna have a can of orange soda, some more calories, some more fluids, another delicious can of soda. It's definitely time to go to bed. So I think the reason I can't take a torch... Let's see if we can find our way up here. I can see a little bit. Enough to get to bed. We'll sleep 4 hours. I was gonna drink that herbal tea. Crap. Oh well. It's still dark. So let's have that herbal tea now. And go back to sleep. For 2 hours. Because it looks like the sun is rising. Oh, much better. Good morning, Grey Mother. Got a little coffee for you. It does look like it degraded over time, so I think we want to make sure to start brewing up some of that coffee. I don't know how long it's going to last. The guts are attempting to cure. Thought I saw something else. Guess not. I thought we had left some things. Maybe I just saw the flare. Alright. So we need to take some stuff with us. Transfer all that, because we've got a can of soda with us. These don't seem to stack in any reasonable way. We'll put 2 of those shells away. Most of that stuff we can toss. Should we need to put this away? This can go away. I'm going to put the rose hips in here, but we'll try and gather some more along the way. This way is almost nothing. I guess I could keep the rose hips too. They weigh almost nothing. It'll give us a good indicator of how far we've come across. Tempted to take the bedroll, but I don't think we're going to be out that late tonight. I'm going to put away the good tin of coffee. Sort of good tin of coffee. The extra shoes we don't need to be carrying around. All those are necessary medical supplies. We'll put aside a couple of the books. I don't really intend on starting that many fires, so I'll put some of this away. And that's everything. We're down to... We have 20 kilograms worth of material that we can carry around. That's great. Good morning, Grey Mother. I'm heading out now. Let's look at our map. It's almost the same distance as the... I'm really tempted to go back there as well. I don't know where that schoolhouse is, so it's somewhere. We never did see a schoolhouse in good repair, that's for sure. Okay, it is kind of a bad day to go on a long trip. It is snowy, and it is windy. Well, let's go do it anyway. Nothing. Oh, newspaper down by our feet. Okay. Let's open the hood of cars we've searched, at least from now on. Yeah, it's cold. I can't really tell if we're getting wet or not, but I have to imagine we are. It's snowing. I'm also sort of tempted to run to minimize our time, but I think that uses up some of our calories. The water continues to run. Part of me wonders if there's anything behind that waterfall, and the other part of me says you will absolutely get soaked if you try. Nothing back there. We're more than halfway there. I see a lot of sticks that we could be gathering, but sort of just trying to get us there. I think it's more important to get to that church and a little bit of warmth than it is to gather sticks. We can maybe... Oh, there it is. We can do that on the way back. I am sort of keeping an eye out for wolves, rabbits. I haven't really come across either. Maybe there will never be anything in the bed of those trunks, but I'm curious. It seems like there ought to be. Toolbox or something. That's a woodpecker. That's not a problem. Okay. We can go into the church, but it looks like it's back behind the church. Tyler Clark. Right now, while we are the most rested and warmest that we're going to be, we're going to try and find... I see a deer. I see lots of rabbits. This might be a good place. We might be able to gather some rabbits and even kind of stay the night, although I think I just heard a wolf. Definitely just heard a wolf.
Aha! Here it is. Lamp fuel. I can use this.
A stem, another sewing kit, some cloth. Wow! 1750 calories. Oh, that's too many wolf sounds. Let's go back to the church. We'll hunt for rabbits later. We have an incredible windfall of food.
It will lead you back to me.